Because you inhale these things. Look at you, see? And it cleaned out your lungs.
Yeah.
These farts are tremendous.
Yeah, you look healthier now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do. Where's that fucking bug?
You getting a workout, a fart out, everything.
God damn it, Joey.
What, the special, you excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
When was the last time you put together a special? A couple of years ago.
No,
The
never.
CD was with Conan.
Yeah, CD was Conan, and I never had a special.
So this is your first special.
First special, man.
One of the best guys working today, one of the best joke writers in the business, and they treat you like fucking Magumba Jones. You know what I'm saying?
I know it had to be. It's just if it wasn't for like the support of like I write on shows and stuff, but it's the support of like people like Rogan, you, like Tosh and Burr. You know what I'm saying? Like comics that people respect, and just other comics too. Like they'll help you out more than like the industry sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Which is the industry's job sometimes. You know, comics with power, have control, they have their own podcasts and shit. They're like, fuck it, you should have something, or you should have this. And I like the community of comedy for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people on your podcast, including me, and you help them out, and they come on, and then they get more followers, and all of a sudden their agency wants to help them more because they see that their following is growing. So I just like that comics have more control now and more say.
You know, part of comedy is doing stand-up and writing jokes. And, you know, in this life, you're not going to like everybody.
Right.
You know, life isn't that fair. I wish you could like everybody. But for the most part, there's a handful of comedians, and we all get along. And you look out for each other, and you live and die for that motherfucker.
Right.
And that's part of this job, is encouraging. Especially once you get past 40 and you're longer in the tooth than the young guys. Sometimes going up to a young guy that's doing comedy 3 or 4 years and tapping him in the shoulder and saying that's a funny joke is better than going to Montreal.
Yeah.
It's better than getting a role in a movie. You know, it keeps you going.
Validation.
Validation from your peers keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when somebody sends you a tape and makes you validate them, like makes you say something.
Yeah.
I can't say something. I got to see you 20 times.
Yeah.
I got to see you with different audiences at the store, how you tackle when you have to follow. Fuck, when Chris Rock walks in. And so you were supposed to follow fucking Johnny Dore or some fucking guy, and all of a sudden Chris Rock's walking. And you got to adjust your game.
Right.
And all of a sudden I'm sitting in the back and I'm like, God damn, Ian went up there with no fear.
Right.
He said, fuck Chris Rock. And he went up there like fucking a savage. You know, you really have to see people.
Yeah,
you
man.
get along with people and you see how they act. And after a while, you have to reach out. You know, just because we're up there alone with a microphone don't mean we're selfish.
Right.
Does not mean we're selfish. It means that we just chose that. We want to go up there naked. Anybody could join an improv fucking troupe with 8 guys and giggle and have your friends come see you and tell you we're marvelous. You know, in my world, I respect stand-up comics. I really have a big, because I know what they're going through.
Right.
I know what they're going through at the 5th year, the 10th year, the 15th year, because you've been there. You've seen it. You know what you feel like. You feel like shit. So when I saw that Bill was producing the podcast for you and stuff, I was very happy.
Yeah.
You know, that brings that. How long you been friends with Bill?
Shit, I've known him for a long time.
Long fucking
It's like
time.
from New York. You know what I'm saying? And when I first moved out here, he had moved out here. He had booked some pilot, but then I guess it got canceled. So he was going to bounce. And I was like, yo, stick around.
Was that was 97?
97, 98 or something
98 when his
Yeah.
show got canceled.
And then he went back.
He went back.
Yeah.
And he did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't listen to me.
He started from scratch.
Yeah.
Just hitting the clubs. He was a little depressed, you know,
Yeah.
because we're all depressed when we lose that shot.
Yeah, because
We think it's going to define us and make.
Because normally, because you've seen that be somebody's only shot, is that one shot, and if you don't take that, like there's some great comics from like the 80s and 90s, like what's the guy that killed himself in the shower, the Platypus Man? He had that,
Richard Jennings
which
was
one of the
brilliant.
greatest fucking comics.
One of the greatest.
Just one shot, it felt like, and then after that, or maybe he had a bunch of pilots, but one made it to the ear and didn't work out, and that haunted him. It feels like.
Ian, what's a shot? What is a shot?
Go ahead.
Describe a shot for people who are not comics. People, what is a shot?
Well, I'll tell you what a shot used to mean, and then now you don't even know what the fuck a shot is right now, because it can happen so many different ways. A shot could be today an Instagram post that goes viral. It could be a YouTube. It could be when you just told me off air, you did the podcast with Rogan in December and everybody listened to it. And then the guy upstairs that you've been with the agency for 4 months called down the other guy, say, hey, you didn't tell me you had Joey Diaz. And then your ball gets rolling. You know what I mean? Like when I started, a shot was is a step-by-step set of shots. First, you try to get an audition for Montreal. So you get the audition. That's a part of the shot. Then you audition for Montreal, and then they say, yes, you can go to Montreal. So that's another step or phase of the shot. And then when you're at Montreal, you kill. And then you got meetings. And after the meetings, you get a TV show deal. And then you see if your show gets picked up to even get shot. That's another part of the shot. And then you see if the show gets picked up to go on the air. And then you see if it lasts on the air. If it lasts a year or 2 years or 3 years, your shot is over. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody will remember that show. It's the show that was on 9 to 10 years or 8 years that people will remember. So, but then now you can kind of fail upwards. I feel like now if you are on a show, you can parlay that now more and say, well, I was on this show. And people are looking for people. There's more platforms. There's more channels. There's more shows. So people are like, all right, let's get that guy. He was sanctioned by these people on this network or platform. So maybe we can use him on ours. You know what I mean? But the terminology shot has kind of changed.
Well, now, shot for me meant your big break.
Right.
You know how many big breaks I thought I was going to get? 30.
30.
You know, I mean, let's take the longest shot, for example. I thought that was going to change my life. Right now that it's been on the air for 13 years, we can get out of the way.
Right.
How can it not change your life? Look at the cast. Look what Adam Sandler damage he was doing in 2005,
right.
2004, 2000. Anything he touched turned to gold.
Right.
While I was shooting the movie, they said, it's all over. Like, it's all over. Like, once this movie comes out, you write your own ticket.
Here's the fucked up thing. I forgot you was in the movie.
Yeah, you know.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.